Morning. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to find out which is yours, and it's a mute.
Good morning.
That's mine. It might be this one.
Good morning.
Yeah. Welcome to Draw 3 of the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel at the Potomac Curling Club. This morning, this is John Lawrence operating the cameras.
And I'm Josh Friedman. It may not be time yet for the song of the turtle to be heard throughout the land, but nonetheless, we are just about as excited as teenagers with Axe body spray to bring you the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel live from the Potomac Curling Club here in Laurel, Maryland. Today's match will feature the Ardsley Curling Club, skipped by Gert Messing, against the curling club from the Chicago Curling Club, skipped by Mike Higashikawa. As you can see, some of the teams exchanging pleasantries right now.
They're just doing their practice slides.
Yep.
This is Dana Kaiser, the lead for the Ardsley Curling Club.
Yes.
George Shirk is second. Derek Kaiser is the vice, and the skip is Gert Messing.
Yes. Interesting, the Kaiser family that is here be on our featured match of the day is the actual Kaiser family on which the Kaiser Bonspiel is named.
Oh.
Interesting factoid for you curling buffs out there.
And the Kaiser is for men with 5 years
It's
and
the
under?
co-ed 5 and under.
Okay.
It must have 2 men and 2 women with 5 years or under.
For the GNCC.
For the GNCC.
Okay.
Okay.
And the Chicago Curling Club team, the lead is Aaron Horowitz. The second is Kevin Young. The vice is Kristen Higashikawa. And the skip is Mike Higashikawa. I'm going to call an audible here, and I'm thinking they've switched up the order of throwing stones.
It would appear that is Mike Higashikawa throwing lead rocks, which is permitted. And let's see what he comes up with here. And that is going to settle right in front of the house. That is a perfect center guard. And Dana Kaiser will answer. Looks like they're going to try and draw around Ardsley or Chicago's center guard. Looks like it's going to settle right around, right down to about the 8-foot circle. And it's going to leave Chicago with a takeout opportunity. They're going to try and take this out and get it to roll behind their guard. It looks like, and it's going to sail through and settle in the back of the house. Ardsley is calling for the draw here. Trying to follow Chicago's line. Looks like it might be a hair narrow. They're trying to sweep it to keep it from crashing into Chicago's guard. It will crash, but it will not take the guard out. That is a legal shot.
And also, the plus side to that shot is that it looks like the plus side to that shot is that it does open up a takeout for that shot in the back of the house if it sticks around.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to guard that up. And here is George Shirk, playing second for Team Ardsley.
Looks like he's going for a takeout here, or possibly a freeze on that back rock.
Looks like they're trying to go between. But they're gonna take out, going the other way. It's gonna go through the house.
Did have the weight. It punched out the guard, but it did lay there still kind of a little bit more congested than that guard was.
A little bit. It does set up a nice promote for Ardsley. And Chicago's gonna guard that up. Excuse me. They're going to nudge the guard out of the way. And Chicago is sitting one at the present time. Ardsley, yeah.
Looks like a draw call here.
It's going to be a draw. They want to get it right in front so that it, if Chicago tries to take it out, it would jam on that back rock. It's going to get the curl. Not quite enough.
So they do get a promote out of it. They crashed on their two guards, but they put one of those guards back into the 8-foot, and the shooter spills over into it's hard to tell whether it's biting 8-foot or just completely in the 12.
It looks like, yeah, it is biting 8-foot. It's definitely third shot right now. It's a solid full 12 guard that they can promote later. Now here is Derek Kaiser, Dana Kaiser's father. And it looks like he's throwing takeout. Trying to see if he can get the red rock to go right off that port. And ooh.
Jams on that yellow. It was in the 8-foot. It leaves the red guard in the 4-foot there. Also behind cover from the yellow guards.
It was an aggressive shot that did not quite pay off. Yellow does have the hammer this end. And you can tell Derek is not happy with that shot.
So Red looking to just guard right back into here.
It's a little deep for a guard.
It's the T-line guard.
Yeah. Sets up a nice takeout for yellow. They're going to try and get it to take out and then sit on Chicago's second shot.
If you hit this one on the nose, you can get the double out of it. If you're just curl over across the face, you can get a little roll in behind cover. So you're not unhappy with either of those results.
And nicely done.
Good shot, just off of the pin and the button there.
Nicely done. It's behind cover. It's a very dangerous shot here for Chicago to answer. But they're going for it. They have about, you can see about half of it, and they're going to try to get the takeout. Setting up the takeout. I stand corrected. Looks like they're just going to try and guard. They're going to take that guard. Leave Ardsley still sitting one. Ardsley's going to try and guard that one up. Yeah, if you're Chicago, you're comfortable letting Ardsley have one with the hammer. Take the hammer back next end. And here comes Ardsley's skip, Gert Messing. I think they want to get that. They want to get there too. Looks like they're going to try and draw to the 4-foot circle.
It looks like they're going to try and put it right in there with the other stones instead of trying to split the 4-foot.
But they'll be perfectly happy with the guard.
Needs the curl.
It's going to break a little bit right here. And you get that, you got the break just right. And Ardsley is now sitting 2. Forcing Chicago to throw a takeout here. High risk shot.
Looks like skip Aaron Horowitz is taking some extra ice here. You don't want to curl across that too much and risk hitting your own stone. No, they hit that right on the nose. It looks like you've got the double there.
Trying to play conservatively. Here comes, they've got the heat.
Sweeping to hold that line.
And they're going to get the hit. And they get the double. Nicely done. Nice shot thrown by Aaron Horowitz.
It leaves him sitting 3 with the hammer coming up here for Gert Messing.
That was the last stone for the Ardsley team. If they miss that, they're in big trouble. But now,
it's a nice swing. You don't feel pretty good after that shot.
You got to feel good. You go from sitting 2, having to give the other team 2. Now you're sitting 3.
With
Ardsley, the most they can get this end is 1, and you'll take that.
Yeah, giving up 1.
Ardsley draws to the button. That's the best you can hope for when you don't have the hammer.
And it's not an easy draw. Actually, looking at the ice that they're giving him, it looks like Gert might be coming down playing a hit here.
He might, the hit is fine. You have the space.
Clear those and
you have the space,
there.
Use it.
It's not.
You don't want to take a chance of throwing through. So, you use that stone for backing.
Oh, there it is. He comes down here, sees that he's got a decent port there, and opts to go for the draw into the 4-foot.
a lot of pressure on this draw if he misses it.
This is huge. You do not want to start out a Bonspiel in a 3-0 deficit.
He needs to be.
They've got the line. They've got the line. It's just about the depth. Are they getting in there? It looks like they can get full 4. Does it stay? Yes.
Yes, great draw there.
So Ardsley gets 1 with hammer. They take a 1-0 lead. Chicago will have the hammer to start the second end. And here comes Dana Kaiser with her opening guard. Going for a center guard. Looks a tad heavy. It may sit in the 12. May go deeper.
Looks like they're gonna have a shot to sweep that one all the way through.
And they're just gonna go through. So here comes Mike Higashikawa. And he's going to try his guard. And it's going to bite the 12. Get down to the tee line. And that sets up a takeout for Ardsley. Dana was on the broom. Getting the curl. And we're going to have a takeout. And that's a perfect hit.
Sitting right there on the center line. It's good to stick around, force them to at least take it out instead of giving them free house to try and guard up or draw into.
So Mike's going to try and get the hit, get his rock to stay. Now, ideally, when you have the hammer, you want to get the takeout and then have that rock hanging around somewhere in the 12-foot. You can tell he's not throwing quite Not a terribly heavy shot. He's going to get a little roll there.
Still stays right there on the center line.
And George Scher coming in for the takeout. And he's going to hit just to the right of the nose. And that's out of play. Chicago coming in the other side this time. They get the takeout, trying to get their rock to stay so they can set up a house split. And Ardsley's going to answer back. And we'll go through the house.
George had too many Wheaties this morning.
Chicago throwing its draw, trying to get it to stay.
Do we have any scores on the other sheets?
Scores for the other sheets have not been posted yet. Excuse me. So here's Derek Kaiser trying his draw. And he's comfortable just throwing up a guard. But it looks like it's going to maybe get over. Sweeping hard. Clears the hog line. And that's a guard.
So we do have one score posted over on sheet A. We have the Burkett rink out of Columbus and versus the Longnecker rink from Cape Cod. And in the first end, the Burkett rink stole one, so they're up 1-0.
So here comes Kristen Higashikawa trying to draw. And it looks like she might get over the hog line. Yes. And if you're Chicago, you're comfortable with the blank here. Keep the hammer. You know, both teams have 4 rocks out of play and 2 up front.
Ardsley's just going to try and put something in the house, probably on the center line right there behind their guard now.
Trying to get that draw.
Looks like they're going to
Trying
need
to
to
get cover. Keep that line. It's going to crash.
Just by the.
It clears.
Just by, but just deep. See a chance to sweep it out the back.
And he's going to
it
get
does
it
not
out.
stick
Good
it out.
sweeping. Kristen with her second shot. Looks like they think they have the weight. They see that line is playing fast from the last shot. So they call off the sweep, try and get this rock to stay behind cover, and they will, it's gonna stay. Biting the back line, but that does count. And Chicago is now sitting 1.
Yep, and it's mostly exposed there between, but it's a risky shot there to go for. You know, especially since it's just barely biting the back 12. You can probably freeze down to. You're not really going to want to try and.
You don't need the takeout.
Go through that port. You risk running your own off and leaving them still sitting 1 there.
We got a complaint in chat world that the sound has been turned off, so we're trying to rectify that as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Ardsley gets a nice 8-foot shot.
Hitting just nose it is good. That should be fine. Because I'll throw firm. Nose is good. Inside, you know, even if it covers over a little, it's fine.
So that's Chicago's move.
Okay. Nose.
So now with Ardsley sitting 1, Chicago trying to answer back, going for the takeout.
Yeah.
Risky takeout because you don't want it to jam on the backline rock. Got to get a nose hit here. The line is right. And that rock is coming in with some mustard. And they'll get it. Well played by Chicago. Behind cover now, sitting 2.
Yep, that works. Even at that speed, look how far it moved. Because I think I was basically on the room, right? A little narrow. Yeah, my interns are touch. Yeah, my interns are touch and arrow, so you know that. I don't know why, but they are. I know. Yeah. It'd been nice if it stayed out a little bit, but hey, can't complain. I'm not complaining. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it covers. It probably,
like
yeah,
skip.
absolutely.
Gert Messing thinks he can get through these 2 guards for the hit.
So here comes Gert. Looks like he might be trying for the run back. I can't quite tell. Derek is using the butt of the broom, not the broom head, but the butt of the shaft to try and guide Gert's shot.
Here it comes.
Looking like he's
Coming
gonna clear
through
that
the
port.
port. And he's got it.
Just in there.
Well played.
Punches the shot rock out.
That is
He's
a
back,
narrow,
absolutely.
narrow port, but he got it.
Think a little more, right? Nice shot. Okay, let's skinny it through.
Yeah, we got a question on the webcast about the
Same weight,
one of
right?
the cameras being in black and white.
That's what I just threw?
At one end of the sheet, the camera is only in black and white, and the other cameras are showing in color this morning. Try to get that fixed later.
So here comes Chicago to answer. They're going to try and go through that exact same port. It's about a 1.5 stone width. This is a risky shot, and they will crash. Both guards are out of play, but again, Chicago has the hammer. But no, that was the last shot. So yellow,
Good end.
Ardsley steals another one, and they're going to now take a 2-0 lead.
I think we need a little more ice. Or was I narrow on that? I don't, yeah, I think we just needed more ice, I guess.
Yeah, a little sweep earlier would have been fine too. I don't know
Yeah.
if they didn't hear my sweep call.
So here we're going to start the third end. Ardsley will throw first. Chicago still has the hammer. Dana Kaiser going for the center guard.
Do we have scores on the other sheets posted?
We have a score posting after 2 on sheet A, which is Burkett versus Longnecker. In the second end, Burkett took 1 with the hammer, so that match is tied up 1-1. On sheet C, we have Groombridge. We have the King Curling Club with Skip Doug Groombridge throwing the Yellowstones. And the Curling Club from Pittsburgh, Bert Cubinson, throwing the Redstones. They just started their third end and posted the score after one end, showing a score of 2-0 for the Pittsburgh rink. And there's been nothing posted so far from sheet D.
Shot.
So back to the featured match. It looks like Ardsley's lead guard went a little too deep, setting up a takeout for Chicago. And now Ardsley is trying to answer back. They're going to take out again. And Ardsley does answer with the takeout. And they rock a sitting top 12. I'm sorry, I should say full 12 rather. And here comes Mike again.
Sweep.
Looks like he's just gonna take that out.
Just keep taking them out. They're happy with that.
Yep. Yep. Roll, roll, roll. Nope. Yep.
And they get a nice hit and roll.
Nice shot.
And here comes George Shirk. Looking to just get a draw behind. And it's going to sail through the house. Chicago.
And there we have a
Wall for
score
line.
update on D. We'll
Wait
get that
only.
first shot.
Looks like they're going to try and get that house split that you
Yes,
want when
yes.
you have the hammer.
Yes. Yes. Up, 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 up.
Trying to get to the right of the house.
Keep coming. shot by itself. Nice shots, Mike.
And that rock will be full 12, almost biting the 8. A double is possible here for Ardsley. But ideally, when you have that hammer, you want that house split like that. Puts you in great position to finish the end with 2. So you see George going for the takeout here.
And a score to report to you on sheet D. That is Dallas Fort Worth with Skip Donaldson versus Triangle Curling Club with Skip Wright. The Dallas Fort Worth Club is up 5-0 after the second end.
A rare miss for George Shirk.
Room, wait only.
The interesting thing about Team Ardsley, two of their members, Dana Kaiser and George Shirk, both curling here at Potomac. George Shirk, one of the most feared members, one of the most feared curlers here at Potomac.
Wow.
That was a rare miss.
Keep coming.
Sets up Chicago for a nice.
Okay.
I think they were attempting a draw. They ended up crashing on their guard. They're now sitting 3.
Looks like a light draw, but they'll be okay with just keeping more things in the house
right now. Yeah, Derek's going to take out. He may get the double takeout here. But again, when you got that house split like that, Chicago could answer right back with another one in the house. It looks like they're going for the double the other way now. And they need to get the line there. That rock is going narrow.
They're trying to hold it to at least get a single here. They are going to punch.
They will
out
get
one
the
of
single. The yellow will hang around, might be biting. I don't think Ardsley got a bite there. I think I see some white between the rock and the 12-foot circle.
We can promote this if we're narrow, but draw.
And you heard Chicago. They're going to try and draw behind their 12-foot guard. Try and draw to the tee, but they will take the promote.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Looks like they might be a tad in there. They're going to get the draw. It's going to clear the guard rock. No, it's going to kiss it just a little bit.
No, you're right.
And it looks like it's not quite behind cover.
You're good.
Not quite covered. Derek has a hit and roll here.
I'm surprised to see a hit and roll here instead of a freeze with that shot being just behind the tee line.
Well, they want to get, they can get it, they can cover behind red.
I guess with 3 red stones in the house, you don't want to just allow them to just take you out and still be sitting multiple rocks.
So they'll get it. Is it going to stay? No.
Spill out.
It spills out. Yeah, that was deep.
Same.
Just a little heavy there. Here comes Kristen Higashikawa. Another draw.
Calling for the same draw.
Yep. Same shot. Probably have let the sweepers take it a little further, get around that guard this time.
Sweep.
Looks like she's narrow on the release here.
Yes.
Good job holding it out there so far.
Yes. Yes. All the way. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Go, go, go. Beauty, beauty. Yes, 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 yes. Yes,
They're
yes,
going to get the draw this time, and it will.
Excellent
Nice
shot
sweeps.
there.
Nice
Excellent. It is exposed. There is a takeout, but it is going to be a very narrow takeout.
Nice. I gave you a touch more ice because the other one, and that's fine. That's.
The other one, if you hadn't picked it, I would have gone through it.
I don't know. It would have been back, but
Yeah, back wouldn't have been the end of it.
No, back would have been fine.
It's going to go through.
Yeah.
So it's not good that you called them out.
Yeah. Well, this is a little bit, since it's open, this is a little bit more straightforward. I mean, if he,
We didn't get to the back of the fourth.
exactly, that's what I was hoping for it to cut at the end, but
Are they going for a double?
yeah.
So here comes Gert Messing. Looks like he's actually going to try for a double here.
Those two things clear, that's open.
Try and get a
For
double,
two, split
get
the
both
house,
rocks to spill out here.
move on.
You know, one of the luxuries of a 2-0 lead. You can take a risky shot like this.
Yeah, nose double is definitely there. It won't leave them shot, but we'll leave them in the house. Gonna have to, yeah, they need to be on all over this.
It's just,
Over
again, just a little narrow.
Just gonna tick that.
They get
center
one to
guard
spill out.
completely, but their shooter also spills out.
So Chicago's still sitting
Yeah, I think
two.
we just put it back.
Here, right?
Yeah.
Or you want to come the other way so that if you're not here, better.
No, I'd rather be here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, just beat that. So, is that speed?
So it looks like that Yellowstone is in fact a biter. So you have Skip Aaron Horowitz calling
Back up the
to
speed,
beat
right?
that.
Just throw
Third shot
biter right there.
this guard.
It could be. Yeah, they want to take it out.
I think from that top camera angle, we get a slight angle so you see kind of under the stone a little bit.
It's that speed, right? Yep.
So he's going for the hit and roll here, trying to hit off the Ardsley rock in yellow.
I think he's going for a center line biter.
That's a good call, too.
Play bump then.
They briefly thought about taking it out, but changed their mind.
Play the promote.
They
Sounds
will
like he's heavy going for a promote here.
They will promote. They will
Still needs a curl.
take.
Get it to want a little bit of separation, but
Not quite the guard they were looking for.
Oh, well. That's okay. Yeah, just heavy, but we could have.
So this is Ardsley's last rock of the end. They need to take both those rocks out.
yeah, it looks like they're coming in for the double instead of hitting it in
Yeah.
the pocket.
No, it's not the
This is the
easiest double
riskier
because
shot.
You can't hit it nose.
It's a riskier shot, but you can take them both out and try and hold Chicago.
Say after we just did.
Try and hold Chicago to 1 or 2.
It's all out.
Hard, easy to make sure
You know, when you play these games that are just going to be 1-2 points in end, that's the most critical thing. Just don't give up a big end.
Big question really
Give
is,
yourself a
who's gonna
chance to
hang
win.
around?
That's what
The annoying
Ardsley's
part
going to
is
do
he's
here.
gonna Hit this out here. Those two split, and then
Try and
it's
see if
gonna
they
come
can-
nestle up against that one. That would be annoying. It would be annoying.
Just gonna want to make
I
sure
know.
you hit this one right where,
'Cause if you
right
come
off
over against
nose that you get both of them
you come
should go
from
out.
nose,
You don't
yeah.
want to leave
Hit
that
it, come right in
second
front of
shot
ours,
sticking
and then I gotta
around to
draw
be
around.
shot and your shot
Just
spill
one
out.
And here it comes. He's on broom. He's got the mustard.
Looks like it's over curling.
It looks like it is going to overcurl. It's going to hit right in that pocket between the two. And they'll get a little nudge.
Punch out one.
Okay.
Shooter rolls
Same shot,
out.
same weight, same bad channel.
Chicago's
right now-
still sitting 2. They've got an easy draw here for 3.
Okay.
Just has to see
Same
the-
weight, same shot, same bad channel, same time, all that other stuff.
Same everything. Called by Aaron Horowitz.
Excuse me.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Sets up the draw.
Calling off the sweepers might be a little heavy. All they
looks-
need is a biter.
They just anything in the house pretty much. It'll stick around. They're trying to sweep it out, but it is going to stick. And that was Chicago does pick up 3. They get right back into this game, take a 3-2 lead over Ardsley. Ardsley will have hammer heading into the 4th end.
Were you trying to hit and then just roll right in front of line? Or, yeah, oh, right. And then if your nose, you sit right there, right. And then yeah, right. And then, so then I get 1. I can either try and chip it or draw for 2. Just trying to learn.
So now Mike Higashikawa starts off the 4th end, going for his center guard. Figuring the ice is going to be a little narrower coming this way.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So looking like it's going to come back to the center line. Might be a little deeper than he had
Going to
planned.
come to the center line. It is deep. It is going to be in the house.
Sweeping it as far as you can. Gets it into the 8-foot.
And here comes Ardsley with the takeout.
They called for a corner guard.
Oh, I stand corrected. It will be a corner guard. It's going to go a little deep.
And out
It's
the
out of
back.
play.
Dana's a little heavy on some of her guards today.
I think both lead. Lead is a very difficult position to play. It seems like both teams are. The lead rocks are having a hard time sticking around. Chicago made the decision to play their skip at the lead position.
Sweet! Hard! Keep coming. All the way down 2, down 2. Yep.
Sweep this one in as far as they can.
Try and get it to
Try
stick
to
around.
Split it, tap it, avoid a double. It's still possible. Pretty good shot into the 4-foot there.
Good shot. The double is there.
Going for the takeout on the 8-foot, spill over and push that 4-foot stone back. And leave yourself sitting shot rock, hopefully with backing. Need to curl for that 8-foot. There it comes.
It's going to wedge right between the two.
Oh.
It takes out the shot rock. The shooter spills out. Still in play, but it is not counting. Leaving Chicago sitting 1.
So now Kevin Young is just going to try and put a probably two guard here, covering up their shot in the 8-foot.
Whoa!
Looks like it's kind of wide. This is a line that has not been played yet this game.
Yes, now. Yep. In if you can.
And it may hog. It will clear the hog line. It is a guard,
And we needed to wait for the,
but it is not guarding the shot rock. Leaving George Shirk with a takeout opportunity. You see Gert Messing calling for bumper weight. I'm sorry, backline weight.
That looked like too much ice for bumper weight.
Curling nicely here, letting it come over, trying to get a roll in behind that.
And they're going to get that. They are going to get all of that.
Nice shot.
That is undercover. That is behind the guard. That is going to be a tough shot to take out.
about probably a hack weight takeout here to try and hit and roll, just hit and roll back to center. It's very
They're
difficult
going.
to get to the nose to try and punch that out and stay around behind that guard.
Does he get it?
No sweeping required
He
for
gets
this
the
one.
takeout.
Hits it and rolls.
And now both Yellow Rocks are out of play. Chicago is sticking around.
Boy, this ice moving.
So we have some score updates from you again. On sheet A, we had 3 points stolen by Team Longnecker in the third out of Cape Cod to take a 4-1 lead over Burkett from Columbus. On sheet C, we have a score of 3-1 in favor of Cubinson from Pittsburgh over Groombridge from King Curling Club. And no recent score updates on sheet D. That is still 5-0 from what I can see.
Shirk's second rock will go out of play.
I stand corrected. On sheet D, that is 5-1 in favor of the Dallas-Fort Worth Curling Club. Skip Donaldson over Triangle Curling Club, skipped by Wright.
And Chicago.
Yeah. Yes. Up. Let it curl.
Great.
Good draw there into the top 12 foot. Probably looking for a guard there to try and make it difficult, but you'll take it in the top 12, force them to think about whether they want to draw in or try and take out some of these red stones right now. Drawing in, you leave the opportunity for a big end, but still also want to be setting yourself up to take points as well.
Here comes Derek. He's gonna. It looks like they're going for that hit and roll. Looks like he's got it. He's got good line. It's gonna go right between. No, it's gonna crash.
Whatever works.
Punches out that back stone, rolls out, leaves the top 12. It's been promoted into the top 8, but it's completely open. So Aaron Horowitz is calling for Kristen Higashikawa to promote that back to the button and leave the shooter as a guard there in the top 12.
Sweet.
I think he sees it's a little light, and he doesn't want it to overcurl. He wants it to guard that shot rock. It looks like it is going to overcurl.
Just trying to bring it in as deep as they can now.
Okay, up. Give yourselves we'll try not to kill you later.
And that was definitely a fine bit of sweeping by the Chicago sweepers. You can tell they're a little winded.
No.
And it sets up another opportunity for Ardsley to take out the shot rock and get something behind undercover.
Yeah, setting up a wall there on the left side of the sheet. So you definitely want to
The right side of your screen. So he gets across the face of the shot rock, and it will stay undercover. And now Ardsley is sitting one.
It's a good shot there in the top 8 behind cover. Just going to try and draw down behind that for Chicago Curling Club.
Right here. Yeah. Okay, then. Yeah. I figure on that one, to play the guard, yours, would you prefer the guard or the draw? I figured just a promote, you know, just get two and. You're okay with it? I know, but is that okay with you in terms of? Okay, draw, edge of the 4 foot, you know, right there, right behind his. If we, you know, down, if we nestle to it.
Chicago's looking.
Gotta touch red.
Looks like Chicago's looking for a draw here. So they want a top 4 draw here. It looks like it might go a little deep, but it's going to stay in the 4 foot circle, setting red up, setting Chicago up for a steal.
Not much curl on that one. Just hoping to get behind cover.
Yeah.
He is exposed there.
I mean, yeah, it was a little bit. I mean, touch heavy. I mean, let's face it, but no. Okay, well.
Now Gert Messing is just going to take this out, similar to what we just
Yeah.
saw. Try and tap that out and roll in behind cover.
And he will get the takeout. He will get the roll. It's not going to
Too
quite
much
stay.
roll just outside.
Doesn't quite stay in the house.
We'll see the same shot here from Aaron Horowitz. Try and get a little bit more behind cover this time. Taking a little bit less ice. Looks like the line was pretty straight.
So Chicago hoping they can hold Ardsley to 1 this end. Take the hammer back with the score tied. It's a little lighter this time. But it's going to stick around. No, I stand corrected. It's going to be a little deeper.
You just need full 12 foot.
So it just said, actually, you just need full 8. You just need to, well, I'm sorry, full 12, you're right. So a full 12 here puts Ardsley back in the lead. Gert Messing sees the draw. Ardsley going for the draw. They think it's a little light. They're applying the sweep. Just need to get it to stay. They're there. And so Ardsley will take 2 points this end. They are now in the lead, 4-3. And they will give up the hammer over to Chicago.
Dana getting set up here, calling for a center line guard.
And here comes Dana with the center guard. It looks like it's going to go a little wide, but it will stick around. It's going to come back just a hair. They're going to apply the sweep, try and get it to stick around. Get it as deep as possible. And they've got the guard. Just biting the 12. Chicago going to try and draw behind it or take it out. Looks a little light. Looks like it might nudge the yellow rock a little deep. So Chicago's guard attempt is a little light. It's now covering Ardsley's rock that's just biting the 12. Dana going for another draw.
It's running pretty straight. They're hoping to curl over some more.
Is running straight. It's running. It's going to go a little.
Center line guard
That is a center guard. That is not going to bite the house. Great shot. Here comes Mike Higashikawa. And he's going to go for his draw. Try and get behind that. He clears the guard, doesn't stick around.
They're just trying to sweep it out.
Trying to get it out, but that is going to stay. That is going to stay back, full back 12. So that is shot rock right now. Leaving George Shirk with an opportunity to draw in front of that, have it sitting on it. And that looks a little light. But again, they don't want to take any chances right now. Don't want to rock the boat. So it is, that is well played. That is going to sits full 4. It is covering Chicago's back rock, meaning a takeout would almost certainly jam. And all Chicago can do is try and draw down to it, do the same shot.
Crash on that center guard, trying to roll the shooter, pushing the center guard into the house now.
They crash the guard. That can pay off because now there's an opportunity, depending upon what, well, Ardsley's going to guard this one right back up and try and guard that shot rock. But now there's an opportunity for Chicago to come in through the right and maybe take that shot rock out without jamming on their back red rock. But Ardsley's going to guard this.
Just replacing that guard, trying to cover up the hole to get in and take out that 4-foot shot rock.
And they will get the guard. So the shot rock is covered. Now, if you're Chicago, are you thinking run back? Thinking it might be time to run back that red rock? Or try for another draw?
Looks like they're going to try and clear out some of the center line.
They're just going to take out the guards. Just trying to open up some space. I'm sure they wouldn't mind their red, one of their rocks.
On the center guard here.
And they do clear up some space.
Open that window just a little bit.
That window is open.
We're going to give Ardsley a chance to plug it back up here. What you'd expect to see. Looks like what they're calling for.
And Derek is just going to throw up that guard, like you said.
Try and sweep and hold it straight. Want it to be on the center line. Looks like got a little bit of over curl, but it'll still serve its purpose.
Close the door just a little bit.
There might still be a port a little larger than a stone, but not much. That'd be a real tight shot to try and throw it.
They're going for the draw. Chicago is calling for the draw. Here's Kristen Higashikawa's first shot.
Sweeping to get by the guards.
But they are not going to get the curl they need.
Coming up for weight.
They need full 4. And it looks like it is going to go through.
Too heavy on. Too much sweeping needed to make sure they clear the guards, and it goes all the way through the house.
So that gives Ardsley an opportunity to be a little more aggressive. Now they're going to try and guard up and prevent that run back. And they will get their guard here.
Looks like they're hoping for some curl back.
That is an excellent guard. Takes the run back away from Chicago. And it even makes that draw even a little more narrow. So Chicago here is trying for less weight, more curl here.
Looks like a bit narrower, so they're on the broom immediately again. It's called off the sweepers. They're going to crash on that new guard.
Yeah, but there's an opportunity. There is an opportunity for a run, another run back.
Tough run back. About a
It's
triple
a tough
run back there.
A
to try
triple
and
run
take it
back.
out.
You can get a triple run back to take the end.
I don't think they're quite lined up the right way for that.
Well, there's.
Guards are overlapping.
I think if you get to the right of the guard, the first guard, you might actually be able to get the second guard to run back and just bypass the rock that's biting full, that's in the full 12. There is a chance, but here comes Gert. Gert Messing, who has been the Terminator this game. He has been the crusher of souls. trying to seal up another end for Team Ardsley. And I think he's going for
a draw into the.
He's going for a draw. He's going to try and take 2 here. Try and take 2 here, make this a 3-point game.
Looks like they're gonna look for plan B and try and go for a promote. Getting the tap, sweeping it in.
And
but
that will
not
not
enough to out count that.
Not out counting.
Stone in the back 12.
So Ardsley is still sitting 1.
Yeah.
It crashed, so it didn't curl as much as I thought.
Right, and he threw lightish.
It's right here. Okay.
I had you here.
And where did I end up?
Well, you were light up there. I think there is about right. A little less, a little less. Yeah.
So we're going to see Aaron try and use that line that he just saw as well as some of his previous shots to try and draw in there. Seems like there's the possibility to freeze.
Got to draw the port.
Back 4 foot.
Well, they've got something to play with now. So now they're going to try and go across the face of Yellow's full 12 rock, full front 12. Try and get it to roll into the house. And do they have it?
Play the ball.
They're going to get the crash. Still, they open that hole up. There is a promote there for the last rock.
I'll take that.
But still,
Okay.
that stubborn Ardsley shot rock.
I was saying that was your last rock.
Yeah.
Tried to get it all the way in.
I know. No, I'm good with. I'm fine with that. I don't. If we kept it up, I don't know if.
We open up the draw.
Yellow's going for another guard here,
Yeah, but
Thinking it was your
trying to seal that hole.
Just put anything out top here. Steal 1. Try not to open up anything
And I thought it would cut.
to let Chicago take their points with the hammer.
for him to get there with it really gonna cut, such that it's not, if it's open on the top, the edge of the
It
floor.
looks like
Do exactly what I just did.
putting the broom at the same spot, edge of the 12, or edge of the 8 foot. Looking like they're going for a
It's just so
draw.
enticing to come through.
So Ardsley's going for the guard here.
No, guard.
And might not curl. Needs more curl. Needs more curl.
And that'll help cut down any angle for a draw, covering up that hole.
We had some questions on the web. Are the curlers throwing wide, or is the ice just playing narrow? And it looks more and more like this.
Okay.
We're just not getting a lot of curl from that side of the ice.
No, that's just not.
And so the skips are giving less ice on that side.
It's like Aaron thinking long and hard about what shot to go for to try.
No,
and
we're this
get
way.
some
This one.
points here.
No, we're touching white.
So are they.
They are.
Yep.
Trying to see
I'm
who
pretty
is
sure we're that's second.
third shot here. Just looks like
I
they're
mean,
going to
assuming
try
the
and
pin's accurate.
try and come down hard.
But if you come through, you can't. You're gonna end up
No, we're gonna let's hit this one.
Looks like they're going to go for.
They had a brief chat to see who
Right
make
up
sure
there.
that Ardsley was only sitting 1, not 2.
No, I think it's gonna. Hopefully it'll double.
Before making their shot selection.
Yeah. Yeah, like just
High degree
like
of
that.
difficulty shot they're looking at.
This is
It's very high degree of difficulty,
a
but
hard way to take 2.
it looks like there's a this may be just a do no harm kind of shot.
Bonspiel shot, or you want to just let it throw it away? You want to try this, or you want to throw it away? I don't even know what you're doing. Oh. We're going to hit that one on the outside and then squirt it in to hit their yellow and double it out.
You got it. You throw it off the way.
So they're going. They're trying for a double takeout here. Hopefully their rock stays.
Just a little bit outside nose.
This is one of those shots, you know, they tell you if you make this shot, girls will like you.
Sweep it out. Sweep.
Just trying to
And they're
prevent
just,
any damage,
and it
sweeping
just
out,
goes through.
flashing by.
That's okay.
And it looks like Ardsley will take 1.
So with that, that'll put a score of 5-3 on our feature sheet here for Ardsley Curling Club. On sheet A, we have a score update after 4 ends.
Mine ticked over, and I said, okay, at
It
least
is
I
5-1 in favor of Longnecker over Burkett. On sheet C, we are all tied up 3-3 between Groombridge and Covington.
He's at Exmoor. We're
And
about
on
10
sheet
minutes
D,
south of
it
him.
is 6-1 with Donaldson over Wright. And after 5 on sheet A, it is 5-2 with Longnecker over Burkett, getting ready to start their 6th end. Back to our feature sheet, we have a deep guard. You got about a 2.8 out of 3 here for that guard.
Line's good. Wait only.
Chicago is going to go for a split house, trying to come out to the 12-foot.
Yes. Yo, whoa, whoa. Stay close. Whoa, whoa.
Up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yep,
Keep
swooping
coming,
it in.
keep coming. Okay. Great.
Looks like that's just biting the 12-foot. So Gert's going to take it out.
Where the broom is placed, it doesn't need a lot of weight.
Yep, just punch that out and roll around, leave yourself somewhere up top. Over curl, but get the result that you want. Punches out the redstone. Covers up a little bit of ice out there, but doesn't do any damage.
Yes. Whoa, whoa. Oh.
And here comes Chicago with the center guard. Looks like it's going to
Here it comes.
slip behind, end up around the T line. Maybe about 20% under cover.
Good back 4 shot there. Got some cover. Ardsley's just gonna draw down right to it, freeze on top. So a little light causes that to over curl.
A little nudge.
Punch their guard. It's tough to tell. Doesn't look like it's biting.
I don't think it is, no. But here we go. Here comes Chicago trying to draw down.
Put something on that center line to prevent a freeze or a take out of that shot rock there. Probably prefer to be biting, that way you can have a shot and second shot, but you really want to be covering up your shot rock right now.
Whoa. Great.
So that's full 8, covering the shot rock, but there is a double takeout there.
Kurt calling for back line on that takeout. Looks like he's trying to hit the red stone in the 8 foot, push that back and split the 2 red stones. Leaving himself shot rock, but coming with back line weight.
He's got to worry about it over curling,
Over-curled,
and it's going to crash.
Crash on the guard, promote.
Goes through the house.
And puts out their other guard, so not much of a change. Just shifts those 2 yellow guards a little closer to center and a little more in line.
Wait only. Yep. Up and over, up, get it over.
Chicago trying to sweep it over, but it looks like it's gonna just barely clear, and that is a guard. That is a great guard.
Adjusting up that center line, protecting there.
Protects the second shot. And really, the only way you're going to get those shot rocks out now is with a double run back. They're going for the draw, though.
Come down at it the other way and just freeze right onto the shot.
Trying to
rock.
play that line. That is a difficult line. But let's see. They might be able to take out the shot rock, but not the second shot rock. It's over curling. Looks like it's going to crash on the guards.
Little promote for the second shot there.
Well, it's still there. So the Ardsley is the third shot now. And that rock is going to be, you don't want to take that rock out because you don't want to risk it jamming on the shot rock. So it's forcing Chicago now to play from the other side.
Some good promote attempts for Ardsley for their next shots. Nothing that Chicago wants to take out. They're going to try and come in from the other side of the house. So shots lined up definitely for Ardsley.
Yes. Up.
And we're getting a little more curl on this side of the ice. And that rock's going to come right down to the 12 foot, maybe bite the 8.
Man, that thing just caught.
It is not, it's fourth shot. It is not out counting Ardsley, but it's a nice guard. Tightens the screws. And here comes Ardsley. They're going to try and do a draw. They're going to try and tap.
T-line promote, try and promote that third
Tap.
shot onto the button.
That is it's a difficult shot, but more power to him. No, they're calling off and just going for a draw. Again, a full 4 draw should leave them shot. That's all they really need at this point. But here they come.
Just going for the draw. Sweeper's on it immediately.
They see the curl. It's curling back.
Looks like they're gonna
Try to protect that
Need it
line.
for
You
weight the
don't
whole
want
way in.
to. They might have the full 4. And they did it. They
Great
did
shot.
it. Ardsley is now
Full
shot.
foot. Full 4 foot for shot. Make the sweepers do some work there.
Sets Chicago up with a choice. Do you go for that takeout and risk a jam?
Even if we double it, that's fine.
Chicago doesn't seem to think, they think this is a do no harm kind of shot. Go for that takeout.
Normal.
They've got a well protected third shot there. So even if they spill the shooter and take out their back 4 foot,
Sweet.
still keeps the scoring area pretty small for Ardsley. They're sweeping this all the way to make sure they can skinny this guard.
And they're going to get the, ooh, and it jams,
it
but
out,
they
take
take
the
it out. They'll
double.
take that. They will take that. They are still sitting
Great
1.
shot.
Just gonna force Ardsley to try and keep drawing here into the 4 foot.
Yeah, that last shot for Ardsley was perfect. They just got to do it one more time.
Nice shot. Yeah, I just had to get rid of it. Not
Yeah,
worry
from
about
down
that
there
one.
you can't tell who shot what.
Yeah, yeah. Look, he was shot.
They were shot?
Yeah, yeah.
My guard was not a very good guard.
Well, what was weird is that. Look how far that. I was out in the blue.
I know, look right there.
I know, and so it must be so. It's one of those. It's dish so much that the further you go out, the further you know. It's one of those.
I don't know.
Goes up the hill.
The same way we were coming back with you, and yours wasn't coming
Yeah,
that far.
yeah. That's well because we're not up the slope as much. No, literally.
You get like momentum and coming
Right,
down.
right. It's like
Interesting.
a half pipe.
Yeah, sweeper's going to town here late in the shot.
Trying that draw. It's
Looks-
going to fall just a bit short. Well, maybe
they're gonna
not.
get it
Ooh. No, they
touching
got
the
it.
4 foot, taking
They
shot
did get
rock.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
So they are shot.
It still curls. Yeah, normal.
So we're gonna see the same takeout here.
We're
from
going to see a
Aaron
takeout.
Horowitz. Try and hit this nose and
Right on the beat.
stick around to make it.
Nice sweeping
More
last one.
difficult
They were
draw.
shot, so we just had to get rid of it. And
Be a nose hit here. Try and get it to stay. They've got the line. They think the line is right. They're sweeping. Needs to curl. Do they get it? No.
Just punch
Nudged it
in
just a little bit.
more behind cover there.
You've really got to think Chicago needs some points here.
That's okay.
Come over.
That's okay. There must be a fault. Maybe there's a fault out there.
No, you just threw it with a fair amount of weight, and they've been coming over, but that one didn't.
Right. No, I think that
I mean,
everything.
even these guys were questioning me. They were like, really?
Oh, okay. No, it's all good. Listen, I'm more interested in strategy. Are we doing the right things? And execution is different. think.
Ardsley going for that guard. They are perfectly happy at this point. They've got a 2. They're leading by 2 right now. They're perfectly happy if they just steal 1.
I don't know. When he clears, we'll see.
So it looks like there's space to come through there.
There is.
You want 1 second?
Not a lot, but
Less than that? No, I think that's about right. Yeah, that's about this about the same as where you were, right? If we don't hang, that's fine too. Yeah. I'll throw about the same, you know, this without.
So they're going to try and go for broke. They are going to try to shoot this very narrow. Again, maybe a 1.5 stones. A 1.5 stones port to try and get through and get this takeout and score 2 points for Chicago.
calling the sweepers on.
They
right
got the sweep.
away.
They got the line. Are they through?
Come
They,
just off their
oh,
guard.
they crashed off. Oh,
And to do it the
and
exciting
plan
way,
B.
they promote
That
their
is
red.
plan B.
Take 1 point there for Chicago Curling Club.
That is plan C and D. Chicago gets point.
That makes it 5-4 in favor of Ardsley.
Sorry about that. When you leave all that stuff up, stuff happens. Although normally, for that
We
stuff
have
to happen,
scores on the
you
other
have to move
sheets.
by 2 feet, not by,
I'm waiting to see. They
2
just
inches?
finished. Their
Yeah.
looks like they're shaking on
That happens all the
sheet
time.
A.
It's like, you just got crashed.
So I'm gonna. My best guess with after 5 being posted with a score of 4-2 in favor of Longnecker, we're seeing a shake. They didn't post what the score was after the 6th end, but I'd have to imagine a big end for Longnecker to open up that lead to cause a shake. We'll give you score updates after they post for the 6th end on sheets C and D.
Sweet!
Well, it definitely looks like Team Dallas is in full control over on sheet D.
Can't hurt it.
We still have a very close game over here between King and Pittsburgh over on sheet C.
We just, you know.
And they're in the 6th end over on sheet C.
Right, no. You're right. That one, there was a touch less, but it was, you know, it's fine. Just if we play
Back to
together,
our
we know
feature
that,
sheet.
you know.
Got Dana Kaiser throwing to the center line. Looks like she might be a little heavy here. Hoping for a guard, but looks like it's going to be very close, either a guard or top house. Yep, into the 8-foot there, sweeping it as deep as they can. Actually getting a little bit behind some cover.
There is cover, but it looks
Going
Mike has to take out here,
Yep.
and it looks like he's going for it.
not enough cover, just gonna go for the hit and roll.
Sweet!
Calling sweepers on immediately, calling them off there, just holding that line.
The line looks
Needs the
good.
curl.
It's not going to curl quite enough. Maybe he's going to get a nudge. And he gets the takeout.
Punches out the shot rock and spills out.
He definitely
just
spilled
over the
out.
back line. So the shot for the got a clean house for Dana Kaiser's second shot.
And I think she's just going to go for the draw behind.
sweeping to avoid crashing onto that guard. Looks like a little too late calling off the sweepers. Just let it die out, lose its energy. Good corner guard over there. So on sheet D, after the 6th end, we have a score of 8-1 in favor of Dallas-Fort Worth.
Whoa, sweep!
They have started the 7th.
Yes, yes.
On sheet C,
Yes, yes. Yes. Okay.
setting up, it looks like.
And again, we're just
Looks like King Curling Club is throwing the first stone. They haven't hung a score yet, but looks like they would have scored in the 6th, so that'll either tie it up or they'll take the lead for the first time in this game. Now George Shirk is going to try and draw behind
get
cover.
that draw. You got all these rocks in front now. You just get that feeling whoever gets that first draw behind those guards is going to get the end here. And it's just a hair deep.
You'll like it there, though, behind that
But
much
it's
cover.
back 8.
Gives a chance
The
to
only rock
freeze
in the
to
house
it.
right now.
Wall for line. Whoa then.
Calling off for line and off for weight, sounds like.
Whoa. 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 Yes, yes, yes.
And finish it off. Weight was actually pretty good. Sits in the top 8 foot, right on the center line. Not out counting the yellow stone.
Can you see all of it from your angle?
Yeah, I mean, you see about 80% of it, 80, 90%. George is going for this takeout.
Looks like calling for a hack to bumper weight takeout. Try and come across the face of the stone there. And
Giving a little
roll
more
in
ice.
behind cover.
A little more ice than they were giving earlier in the match.
We're just seeing a lot of curl coming this way down the ice. Looks like he's narrow, so they're going to be sweeping the whole way here.
See what he
They give it a
has.
chance to
By the
curl
guard.
now. By the guard.
He has it,
Hits the nose.
but spills out the shot rock.
Jams on the shot rock. Shot rock stays just on the back line. And the shooter's rocks sits center line. Half in the 8 foot, half in the 12 foot.
And Chicago has a little more room for a takeout here.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Looks like they've got the line.
Never.
It's curling a little bit. Maybe they're through the guards. They get the takeout, they get the roll. Chicago is sitting one behind cover now. Great shot. And now Ardsley is just going to try and get an 8-foot draw.
Still plenty of place. Plenty of
Plenty
room in there
of
behind
shots, plenty of
cover.
options. They have the hammer. They want to be out counting right now. And they will.
It will outcount right to the tee line.
And nice cover. That is a great shot.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you know, normally the draws are really hard, especially when it's only 4 weeks now. That's pretty amazing. Tapping back is okay too.
They're going to try and freeze to that shot rock in the 4-foot. You heard him say it. Tap back is okay as well.
Wait if you can. Yes. Up, up, up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta come. Yes, yes. Hard.
We're getting that draw.
Up, up. Yes, yes.
It comes through. Not quite.
Little light,
Yeah,
right on
well,
the
it's
center line, straddling the 8 and 12.
one of
foot.
those.
They've got to promote if they
learning
need one later
processes. How
on.
about that?
Gert asking if Derek doesn't mind hitting it and taking that out. Just don't want to risk
No, that's fine.
the run
Yeah,
back and
I agree.
take out your shot rock.
It looks like it's coming so fast and then just dying. Probably must have-
The last few feet.
Exactly. I know. I was.
Where we left him.
I know, and that's why yours was actually a little short. The same thing.
Okay.
That was a really nice hit and roll right there.
So here comes Derek going for the takeout.
Looks like going for a
Well, no, he's not going to. No reason to take that
guard
out.
or-
Maybe
looks
a
like
guard.
going
He's
for
they're sitting
a
one.
guard to try and cut off that promote there later. This isn't curling in as much as some of them have been there at the end, but it cuts off the line.
It
for
cuts off the
promote
the
there.
draw is not there. They're going to have to promote.
I think here. Here. It's going to come back.
So way out here, where?
Yeah, on the edge, right there. Yeah. Because the other thing, I mean, to promote that.
I would say that maybe for your next shot.
Actually, let's double that.
So you're coming with weight.
Yeah.
But you want to hit it on this side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so they're going to be coming in straight at
Yeah.
this
Let's
one.
do that.
Coming right past that guard and trying to double out their stone and the shot rock.
Right on the
from
floor. Yeah.
Ardsley,
Right.
which would leave them sitting two if
It
they
cuts late. Yeah, that should be about right.
if they can keep the
About
shooter
Normal.
or shot rock,
Control.
or just with one if
Normal.
they spill out. Not a bad spot to be in
Way
without the
just
hammer.
off center and double that right back. Normal.
They're going to try and just tap it in.
Yeah, outside.
And they'll crash off of the guard.
Crash the guard, roll the shooter out.
Okay. Yeah, that was outside.
Opens up some space. Puts leaves the possibility of a draw back in play.
No, it was there. Just it moved well. It was just outside.
Gert is going to go for a similar guard, probably a little closer to the center line this time.
Yeah.
The draws are
Gert's going to try and throw that guard up.
Yellow has the hammer.
They
I'm wondering why they don't try to hit the redstone out, and there's a possible double to get both of them out.
well, I think they're perfect. Well,
I think they like it there because they've got the lead, so they're okay to try and prevent a freeze from Chicago. They don't
I think
wanna
that-
see a
yeah.
freeze to that shot rock.
that takeout is a high-risk shot because it can still jam on the shot rock. This way, they take the run back away.
Yep.
So there's not a promote.
Yeah.
Chicago has to get a perfect draw. And it still has to be out counting.
Okay, I guess we'll draw. Yeah, it came out wide. It was there.
But here they go. They're going to go for that draw.
Sticky out here, yeah.
Seems like Ardsley has very little chance of a 2 on this end.
Neither team is going to take 2 this end. One of them is going to get 1, and we come back for the 8th.
Well, depending where this shot ends up, they just have to draw into the 8-foot as it stands right now to take 2. So there's plenty of ice for that for Ardsley.
So
Of course, that leaves you a tough decision if you're Chicago. Do you let them have the 1? They're going for that draw. They get the red. And that is squarely second shot.
So you throw towards it, try and freeze to it. Throw for T-line. You've got backing if you need it.
So Ardsley should get at least 1 here. They're going to try that draw for 2.
that shot just helped the Chicago team, giving them backing.
Well, so they'll.
I mean,
It gives them backing.
Yeah, so this helps the Ardsley team.
Ardsley team.
Yeah,
Like
you wanted that to sit top house if you could, or top 4.
It does help them. That's a narrow. It's still a narrow shot.
It's like with the ice they're taking, looks like he might be planning to just push this one out.
Yeah, yep. Yeah.
Yeah, looks wide. They're trying to sweep the line. It's coming back.
Sweep it
And
in
they
there,
got it.
into the 4-foot.
They got it.
2 points there. For
Ardsley has
Ardsley.
2. They now lead 3 heading into the 8th end.
Nice shot.
So on sheet C, we do have a tied-up game at 4 each for Groombridge v. Cubinson, or King Curling Club and Pittsburgh Curling Club, respectively. So they're late in the 7th end, as well as late in the 7th end on sheet D. So we'll get you guys score updates as soon as they finish up the 7th end. And Dana's first shot on its way down. Looking like
It looks a little bit heavy.
like a deep guard. Trying to sweep it in, keep it around in the back of the house here.
And it's
We'll
going
sweep it
to
out.
go through. And here comes Chicago.
Yes, yes. Yep, yep. Okay, that's fine. Up, up, up. Leave it up. Leave it up.
And they get their guard.
Leave a high corner guard here. deep in this one. Try and bring it as deep as they can for this guard. Covering up the center line. Just over to the side.
And here comes Chicago looking for a draw, but it looks like it's going to over curl. Possibly end up pushing.
Yeah, it hit something.
Pushing Ardsley back.
Looks like it picked
Not
and
quite enough to get in the house.
Under that, but
shifts that guard a little deeper and just to the other side of the center line.
there. I don't know.
Here comes George Shirk. At this point, they'll just draw into the house. It looks like he's going to get it. He's going to get past the guard. It's going to settle in the back of the house. Possibly stick around. Yes. Sticks around. Ardsley sitting one. Here comes Chicago. Trying to freeze down to it. Well, no. They're going to try and draw behind their guards. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we need to take 3 here, so they're going to be trying to split the house, set themselves up for as many points as they can. A little heavy.
And it
on
looks like this
shot.
one
Looks like
might
it's gonna
be a
go through.
bit too heavy. Is it going to stick around? No.
That's true.
So, score update on sheet D after 7. Donaldson in the lead, 8-2. Playing back on the 8th end now. And on sheet C, they've just finished up the 7th end. We're waiting to see them post it.
And here comes George, looking for another draw.
Just following his line down here. Looks like he's gonna freeze up. Oh,
Nice,
a little
right
bit
there on the
lighter.
tee, just a little bit past the tee. Ardsley is slowly tightening the screws here. Here comes Chicago. Trying to get a full 4 draw.
It's like a little light.
And it's
over-curling
light,
onto
it's
the
gonna
guard.
crash on the guard. And here comes Derek Kaiser. With his draw. Perfectly comfortable just throwing up a guard here at this point. Might not make it all the way over. Can he get it over the hog line? He will. Just barely clears the hog line. That is a great guard. Ardsley putting the slowly trying to finish off Chicago here. Chicago 4 rocks left. 3 of them have to get into the house and get past that guard.
They have to get rid of the yellow rock.
They
in
have
the
to get rid
forefront.
yeah. So this is rapidly becoming an insurmountable lead for Ardsley. They crash off the guard.
And on sheet C, we do have a score posted after the 7th, and it was 2 points for Groombridge. So that puts the King Rink up 6-4 going into the last end here.
Here comes Derek, trying to all but seal this. It's a little bit deeper this time. Just brushes off Chicago's guard, stops, full 12, just biting the 12.
No, ours was more important.
Chicago trying to stay alive here.
Yep, all the way. Are we here? Keep coming.
They will crash off the guards.
Off the guards in, not going to be able to sweep it in. It's going to be a corner guard there.
They are
making it
not going to
tough
be able to
get
get
that
3 in
shot.
the house.
Yeah. First one was very narrow. That one was just a touch. You're also wet. I mean, I don't know if it's really slowed down that much. I guess it's really slowed down that much. Right.
Here comes Gert.
Whatever.
Someone's got to get that rock out of the way.
No, we need it knocked over.
Rock from sheet C spilled over.
I know. We're doing okay. I'm happy.
But here comes Ardsley. Looks a little bit heavy. They may yet nudge this one in, but no, it's gonna miss. It's gonna miss. It's gonna go through the house.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try and double it in. You know,
Might be the only chance Chicago has right now for an errant rock from another sheet to come over and knock
I
one of
think,
their
yeah,
rocks.
they're gonna try and spill off their guard, try and nudge their guard in, keep theirs in the house. But they need, at this point, they need 3 rocks that are full 4 or better.
so that this will score it that way. More. No, less. Go back to where you were, because it's not moving that much, I don't think. Let's T-weight inside nose, double it, you know.
They're gonna try. They get the roll. They get the crash. It doesn't roll. It's not sticking around. Ardsley still sitting 1.
Well, now they have 2 rocks in the house.
Ardsley has 2, and Chicago has 2.
A glimmer of hope.
There is a glimmer of hope.
That's, if nothing else, that's the only shot. Right. He just gets that out and we're done. So, you know, you could have just hit that one out. Misses this. If he misses it, then give it a shot. Yeah. Well, at this point, just prayer.
And Ardsley's just going to throw this one through.
Wow, I'm surprised at that.
No sense giving Chicago anything to work with at this point.
Well, now Chicago has a legitimate shot.
Well, they need a double takeout here. Well, no, if they get a takeout and it stays, Chicago is back in this match.
Their 2 red rocks in the house are out counting the yellow rock.
The yellow, the third
It's in
yellow,
back
the
of
second
house.
yellow.
They just need to remove the shot rock in the 4-foot and stay.
Yeah.
And we'll have an extra end. Wow, I'm shocked at what's transpired here in the last 2 or 3 rocks.
I mean, that is pretty incredible, but I don't know what, I mean, you got to think a takeout would have ended the game.
I thought we were going to see handshakes.
I did too. I thought they were going to shake. I was wondering why they were still playing, but they have a chance here. They can get this draw. They can get a real heavy, they need a heavy draw here to take this yellow rock out. They can tie the game and hope it doesn't jam. But Red had that, Chicago had that fortuitous shot in the 6th end. There's a chance here. Here it comes. Here it comes. They think they've got the line. Do they have enough? No. So close. That will end the game. Ardsley takes 1. They will win the game 8-4 over Chicago. But give Chicago all the credit in the world. That, guts right to the end. This was a game that really could have gone either way. A few shots one way or the other.
Yes.
But the handshakes are being exchanged.
Handshakes on sheet D as well.
Handshakes on sheet D. Looks to be that Dallas has prevailed by a score of 8-2. And so the only game left going on is King in Pittsburgh.
Score is 6-4 after 7 ends. I'm not sure who has the yellow rocks.
Hope that was entertaining. Hope that was entertaining.
Oh, that was...
And this is the first of the skips rocks for the red side. The red side is down by 2.
Red is down 2. Trying to get back into this.
Looks like right now red is sitting 1.
Red is sitting 1. Yes, that is correct.
Might be a measure for the second. But they definitely have 1.
I think
Here comes the last rock for the yellow side.
here comes yellow. Looking for that takeout. Looking for a takeout, try and seal the deal. And they are going to, that's going to miss and go through the house. Red still clinging to 1.
Hammer coming up. They just need to draw for a certain 2 and possibly 3.
I believe the red team is Pittsburgh. So this is Pittsburgh trying to tie. Looking for that draw to the button.
Hammer's coming.
And Pittsburgh gets the draw. They are sitting. It looks like it could be a measurement here.
Yeah. Don't need to measurement. It's 1 for sure.
They're going to measure. Somehow I hear the Flashdance song in the background. I don't know how that's. So we have a measurement here to decide if we're going to play, if we're going to have extra curling or not.
So Pittsburgh had the yellow, or had the red rock.
I believe Pittsburgh, that was Pittsburgh in red.
That's the DFW Curling Club, skipped by Jason.
No, that's for the next end. This is Pittsburgh and King right now.
Doug Groombridge is the skip.
Right.
For the King Curling Club.
Let's see what they have. They are setting up. For those who haven't seen this done before, this is quite exciting. So they're going to go in a clockwise direction. Try and figure whose rock is closest. There's a little needle there along the shaft. Oh, and they have figured out, I think, Pittsburgh now has at least 2, so we will have at least they can do no worse than tie. What do we have? No, it is. They are saying it is one red. So Pittsburgh, so King will seal the victory.
Exciting finish.
That was exciting.
That will end draw 4 of the 13th annual Cherry Blossom Spiel, Potomac Curling Club. This has been John Lawrence operating.
along with Josh Friedman. And we had AJ Oyer here earlier. He had to step off and get ready for ice prep for the next end. But we hope you've enjoyed streaming. We thank you for joining in. We look forward to having you join in again for Draw 4. Again, thank you very much from the Potomac Curling Club here in Laurel, Maryland. See you real soon.